Okay, Jeffrey, you with me? Okay. I'm Kelly Trammell with the Office of Contracting and Procurement, and I want to welcome anyone that is in attendance. This is a pre-bid conference for it should be RFQ 544527 Waste Oil Removal Services.
Okay.
We're just going to kind of go over some of the highlighted information and milestones, as well as we have members here from our department that are our subject matter experts that will also provide a background and description of what our
the
needs
meeting's
are.
starting now, so okay. That's okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Hey, Antoine.
Okay. So and then we will open it up in the end for questions and answers. Okay. So can you guys hear us? Because we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Jeffrey and Anton? Can you guys hear us? I think they're having some technical difficulties. Are you guys able to hear us? Okay, I'm gonna give them just a couple of minutes. I think they're trying to come in through a different way, maybe. Hello, are you able to hear us now? Okay. So unfortunately, I'm need to move on, but this is being recorded and it will be uploaded through YouTube for those that are unable to hear or be able to respond during this meeting. Just so everyone is aware, again, for those that came in late, my name is Kelly Trammell with the Office of Contracting and Procurement for the City of Detroit, and we do have representatives here from our General Services Department as our subject matter experts. Again, this call is being recorded. I'll mute him. And this particular tape will be uploaded on YouTube through our social media for those that will be able to access it at a later date. I'm encouraging all bidders to ask questions at this time. However, please note that any verbal responses that we provide for you today will not be considered an official response, and it's not binding. If you're looking for a more binding response, then you will have to submit those questions through the Bonfire e-bidding portal, which we did receive some questions today. And those responses have been posted on there as well. So this was advertised April 10th. Our question deadline is tomorrow, April 24th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The quotes are due on May the 1st by 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're having any type of difficulty maneuvering through e-procurement, I strongly suggest that you get in touch with me or the e-procurement team for assistance helping to navigate through this. This will more than likely be a contract that will need City Council's approval upon award. The minimum qualifications, meaning that every bid response that we receive must meet these to be considered. Bidders must have at least 3 professional references from the previous experience as listed in the scope of work within the last 5 years. You can demonstrate those by completing attachment A and listing those references there. I would strongly suggest that you list references that indicate that you have at least the 5 years experience that we are looking for. We also would like bidders to provide a copy of their company's policies and procedures, which identifies what their manner of waste removal disposal and tracking is, so that we can assure that the vendor that is selected is collecting and disposing of any waste products in compliance with City of Detroit as well as the state of Michigan. Now, at this time, I'm going to turn this over to our subject matter experts to kind of just give you an overview as to what we are looking for.
Good afternoon. My name is Bill Webster. I am the fleet administrator for the General Services Department, where we have 4 garages, which 2 are 24/7 or are open 24/7. Basically, with waste oil, we are looking for a company to come in and remove majority of the oil will be from preventive maintenance of our fleet. So we do have above ground storage tanks at each location. We also have underground storage tanks for waste oil. We also have drains inside of our repair facilities that may need to be cleaned out. Also, we may encounter some 55-gallon barrels that will also have waste oil in them as well that would need to be removed.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Webster. At this time, I ask 2 things. I want to open the floor for any questions that the vendors might have. And also, if you would kindly just put in the chat the company you represent, your name, just so that we have an idea of who potentially would be interested in this project, that would be of great benefit for us.
Can you guys hear me?
Sure can. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate that.
I do have a question.
Absolutely.
On the bid sheet, there was pricing for a front end loader. Do we know what type of material would be handled by anything with a skid steer or a front loader?
I'm not sure what that question is pertaining to as far as waste oil.
Yeah, that could have been a mistake on our sheet. I see it. I see what he's referring
No
to here.
problem.
It
I can
says,
pull that up.
yeah.
And let's see if I can bring it up so that we all thank you for that. Okay.
There it is. End
This
loader
one
with
here.
operator.
Okay.
4th line.
Unless it's just talking about the oil, the oil that particular unit uses. Hydraulic oil, engine oil, 30 weight oil.
Okay.
Is this something that the vendors will be able to provide a pricing for? Or is this something that we may need to modify? Or
I
do
can't.
you, Mr. Weber or Webster, would you want to kind of review it after this pre-bid?
Or I'm not sure if this stating that is this type of equipment that you guys have. Like a Vector truck.
So we do have vac trucks, and I was just clarifying just in case your filter bins for some reason needed a heavier machine to transport. But if we're able to put them onto our standard lift gate. I think that clarifies my question. So
Yeah, I believe that this is asking if is this some of the equipment that you might have available.
okay. Well, I can provide pricing for that then in that case.
Thank you. Again, I'd like to reiterate to those the importance of the minimum qualifications. So when we receive your bid response, if those minimum qualifications are not uploaded, we cannot move forward with your bid. If this particular project does allow for equalization credits, so if you are a Detroit certified business through the Civil Rights, Inclusion and Opportunities Department, please include any certifications that you have with your bid response so that you would receive credit for those. If you don't include those, you can't be guaranteed that you will get credit for those. So that's incredibly important as far as that's concerned. Excuse me.
I do have another question. Sorry, I don't want to hog the meeting. As far as the TCLP testing, I saw that the requirements for pickup were to sample the waste oil for TCLP contaminants before each pickup, and then to use some sort of a lockout mechanism on the container. Are there, I guess, I just want to make sure that I understand that we're doing a full TCLP test before every pickup, or if a RECRA 8 TCLP would be all right. It's just an important distinction because the RECRA 8 TCLP metals is about half the cost of the full TCLP analytical testing. And if it's like a once a year thing, it would, I mean, are we pricing it for every service, or are we just putting a one-time test fee on there for the TCLP?
Are we looking at the pricing sheet again? Do we have it identified on the pricing sheet, or is this an optional pricing that can be added?
It's on the pricing sheet, and I'm just making sure that that's the requirement, that we're going to test for it every single time, and we should price it on the sheet as a per unit charge, not an annual charge. Waste sampling and testing, TCLP. Oh,
Is that something
So-
we should review and get back to them in writing?
We can.
Well, hi, this is Dwayne Jones with VMX. In my opinion, it should be one testing per location, and the test should include PCBs with the oil. Anywhere we take this material is going to be, we're going to be asked if PCBs have been ran on the material. So each site needs to be tested. Uh, a commingled sampling of a composite sampling, I'm sorry, of all the materials on site. We labeled it for each site, and then we take it to the lab for analytical, which should include PCB testing and possibly halogens. I'm not sure what type of oils we have, but we need to test for volatile, semi-volatiles. I think we need to run a full TCLP on it, plus PCB.
Thank
So
you
that
for that
wording,
input.
I'm sorry.
I said thank you for that input. I
Mhm.
think Bill, you were about to comment.
And that would be for each time you guys
No,
would,
no, 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 no. We only
okay.
need to test it there once. We
Okay,
should, that would become extremely expensive to test every time we came out. Say we came out and vacked out 3,000 gallons and the tank holds 10,000 gallons. You're going to be paying for what, two sets of analytical for something we can test one time only. Also, the oils, are they commingled? Do we have crankcase commingled with hydraulic oils, or are they separated by type?
They
That's gonna,
commingle. Yeah,
okay.
they
So do
could
we
be
know
commingled, yes.
do we know percentages of crankcase oil as to hydraulic oil? And are there any other oils that would be commingled in this waste stream?
Just those two oils, the hydraulic oil and the engine oil, transmission oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's all commingled, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Again, just to reiterate, if we're not bound by the responses that we're giving you today. However, if you are looking for an official response to your questions, if you would kindly upload those through the Unibonfire portal, and then that way I can provide an official response back for all participants, those that attended and those that are not in attendance. So that would be greatly appreciated.
Will a sign-in sheet be provided listing all the everyone that's submitting a quote?
I'm not quite sure I understand your question.
Will you be
So are you
providing?
looking,
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure I understand your question. So are you looking for just the attendance list of this meeting to be uploaded in Bonfire to see who all was in attendance?
See who all's bidding on it, yes, if that's possible.
If I'm able to pull that down, which I think I will be because of the recording, I will be able to upload that. But just because this is not a mandatory pre-bid conference, so those in attendance may not necessarily be obligated to bid on this project. So, but I will upload this particular meeting in Bonfire and make it public for all. And hopefully the attendance list will also be a part of that upload as well.
Okay, thank you. I thought this was a mandatory pre-bid. I'm sorry.
No, sir, this is not a mandatory, this is optional.
Okay. Now, will we be able to come pull samples or to look at the oil prior to submission or no?
Are you requesting a site visit to see the oil?
Yeah, if that's possible. Only reason is if the oil is clean enough, it's going to affect the pricing due to the fact that we can get you funds back for the oil. So, and prior to bidding, I don't want to give you a price for oil that can be reclaimed, and we get there and the oil can't be reclaimed, or vice versa. I give you a price for oil that has to be disposed of, when in all actuality, I can get you a rebate on it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, each instance would be different though, wouldn't it? I mean, even if you came in a pre-bid, that doesn't mean that you're going to get the same results 6 months from today.
Okay, so
Right.
this is ongoing. It's not something that's already stored. I was under the assumption that all the oil was already stored in tanks, USTs and ASTs, and you were looking to dispose of it. But this is going to
Right.
be
So
all,
once the USTs get full, then we will call a vendor out to come empty that.
Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
So you were just thinking it was a static
One
tank,
time, yeah.
and
Yeah.
nothing would be added, nothing, okay, I got you.
Did that bring a little clarity? Drew, you
Yes.
have another question?
Yeah, our pricing for service pickups, so for us, our oil pickup trucks are hybrid trucks that have two separate tanks and a deck with a lift gate so that we can take containerized waste in one stop. So for me, I charge flat rates per pickup. I don't charge hourly on the truck. It's just one flat rate truck charge. And we service everything on that machine. So in terms of, um, the box work and the oil recovery work, all of that would more than likely be serviced with one truck, and it would all be under the same charge, which would not be hourly. It would be flat rate per pickup.
So just to provide some clarification too on the pricing sheet. So you're more than welcome to include your overall rate, your flat rates with your bid response, but we're looking for the hourly responses, the per gallon, per each, per drum, for purposes of the competition. So that we can gauge it. So I mean, if you divide your flat rate in order to be able to complete the pre-bid sheet, you can also include as an optional pricing, just so that we have that. But for the purposes of the comparisons, that's the goal of having the standardized pricing sheet.
Gotcha. The paint waste, does it include any solvents for the process of like cleaning paint guns? Is it just paint waste, or is it paint waste mixed with a sort of a solvent?
It could be mixed with a solvent, correct?
I have a question, I'm sorry.
No, please, come on.
With RECRA and with the state, depending upon what the application was of the solvent, it's either going to be a listed waste or just a characteristic waste. Will Meaning that the treatment process is going to be different for either or. Under this case, if the paint was the solvents were used to wipe down materials as a F2, F3, if it was just solvents that were used to clean guns, that may be just a F1, F2. So is there any way we can get a description as to how the solvent was used with the paint, or no?
Hmm. To my knowledge, it would just be just a cleaning of the brushes.
Okay,
But that definitely sounds like a question that can be uploaded in UNA, so that we could, have the opportunity to research it a little bit deeper, just to provide a binding answer. So I would strongly encourage, some of the questions that were asked today, if you're looking for a more detailed response, to please put those in Bonfire. And then that way we can do a deeper dive and provide you a more accurate response.
okay, just to be clear, the solvent was used just to clean brushes, not to clean parts or anything like that, correct?
No, I apologize. Yes, parts as well.
Okay,
Parts as well.
all right. So that would mean that the some of the solvent waste is a listed hazardous waste, not just a flammable waste. But I'll upload the question so we can get clarification.
And did I hear you guys correctly at the start? You mentioned there were 4 sites that would be serviced on a biweekly basis, or on the bid sheet I saw 12, but I think I heard somebody say 4.
For GSD, it was 12. For 4 sites for GSD.
Okay.
It's we have 8 sites for GSD and 4 for transportation.
And I believe those sites are located on the RFQ.
Okay.
So we actually listed 8 sites for GSD. And then it looks like there are 4 sites for 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there are 4 sites for Department of Transportation. But please also keep in mind that the city does reserve the right to remove or add as needed.
But the total number won't exceed the number of sites listed here, correct?
It could.
Not without prior knowledge.
Right.
Okay,
We wouldn't slide one in one week. The awarded contractor would definitely know in advance about any changes to the scope of work that we identified. And please
Thank you.
keep in mind, this is a 3-year contract.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did we have any additional questions? We encourage questions. That lets us know that you're engaged and that you are interested in this solicitation. So if you have some more questions, by all means.
It's listed as Mr. Williams on the screen, but I'm not sure what his name is. Do we know the type of solvents that are used? Are they halogenated solvents? Or is it xylene? Is it tetrachloroethylene? Do you know what type of solvents are used? Is it acetone?
I do not.
Or the brand name of the solvent?
Yeah, that'll help too.
That will be something we will have to get the information back to you.
I didn't see anything on here about spill response. There is a paragraph about if there is a vendor issue resulting in a spill, we'd be responsible for cleaning it up. Is that an opportunity, or should I not worry about spill response pricing? Are we sticking to just strictly the bid sheet?
I would
Well,
say
again,
stick with the bid sheet. What do you say, Kelly?
I was going to say that again. That sounds like one of those great questions to upload in Oracle.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, not Oracle. Bonfire.
You know, yeah. Okay.
Okay, were there any additional questions outside of that or any questions on the process? Normally what happens is once the bid closes, the Office of Contracting and Procurement will review each bid to ensure that they meet the minimum qualifications that I listed earlier. Once those minimum qualifications have been validated, references checked, we share the information, the entire bids with the subject matter experts, the departments, and we will provide the pricing. Because this is a quote, we do identify the lowest responsive bidder, and we do reserve the right to award to one or multiple um, bidders in the event that the city deems that it's important for us to have as many services available as possible. So it's not guaranteed that it'll go to just one award. It may go to multiple, depending on how our departments see fit or see the necessary need. Once that award has been determined, I will reach out to the awardees and make them aware that they are potential candidates for the awards. There will be a contract draft that's shared. We'll collect all of their documentation, as well as it's very important that you have an approved tax clearance as well, because that's one of the documents that we require in order to submit to City Council. And it usually takes 7 to 10 days. So if you're very serious about this particular award, it might be a good idea to go ahead and reach out. You can find them on the website, detroitmi.gov, under the Treasury Department, where you can apply for your approved tax clearance to have that in advance of the award. Everything, once the contracts are signed by the vendor and the department director, we then move them forward to the City of Detroit City Council for final approval. Final approval, you'll get a finalized copy of the contract that's signed by our Chief Procurement Officer, as well as a purchase order. The purchase order is what is used to be invoiced against. And that would probably complete the process. You would more than likely meet with the department as a kickoff meeting before moving forward. So just to kind of give you an idea of the timelines.
For any clarification on my pricing in the sheet, is it okay if I denote the flat rate costs or the, I guess, there are certain things on the bid sheet that are priced already. So when I look at line 8 and it says vac truck state license operator, our cost with the operator and with the truck alone is covered in one standard rate. So
And
I don't, okay, go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you off. I think I know where you're going with that, but we do encourage, again, we encourage you to, if you want to provide a clarifying statement of how your pricing is gauged and how each cost is factored in. Again, the price sheet is used primarily for comparisons, but if you want to provide additional documentation with your bid submittal, you're more than welcome to do that to give the departments something else that they can evaluate as well. But the initial evaluation, because this is a quote, is based off of that price sheet and the lowest responsible bid.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Last questions. Going once. Going
I'm all set.
twice.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. I just want to thank you everyone for your participation here. We appreciate the questions. Please, 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 by all means, upload those questions through Bonfire so that we can do a deeper dive. If you have any questions for as far as procurement or anything in regards to the solicitation of the city, we ask that you keep those questions within the Bonfire community so that everyone can receive the same information in return afterward. So we look forward to seeing your bid responses. And again, this bid closes on May the 1st at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank you for your time and give you back the rest of your day. Thank you for your attendance.
Thank you so
If the
much.
City of Detroit representatives could hang out for a few minutes, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Bye.
Mhm.
Take care.